Banda, and I come from the warm heart of Africa, which is also known as Malawi. I have so many hobbies, but I should say that my best hobby is just playing the guitar. I love to play the guitar and I love to sing, and also I love to write songs too, and I just find a lot of joy in that. I first came to China in August of 2017. That time, I must say that I had a very tough time just trying to adapt to life here in China. Obviously, being a stranger, being a foreigner in a country that's far away from where I actually come from, it was a whole new experience of its own. It was actually the first time in my life that I was far away from my parents, and so I was all alone here in China, and I literally had to look after my own self. China is very advanced. It's extremely advanced, and where I am here in Beijing, it's a big town. So with so many roads, so many places, so it's very easy to get lost. The architecture here in Beijing is very amazing. I remember I would just go out into town and just stand there and just facing all these tall, amazing structures and just being in awe of that. I think the hardest thing I found was failure or inability to speak Chinese here. I just feel that in China, if you can't speak Chinese, you will have a very hard time, because everybody here speaks in Chinese, and then life here is just formed around Chinese language.
是哪个房间？
301。
啊
301。It is clear that Tsinghua is the best university in China, and even on a world stage, I think Tsinghua has got very high rankings in so many fields and so many areas. And so just that information almost automatically dragged me here, because I knew that being here at Tsinghua, I am interacting and also learning with the smartest and best students in China. I am an undergraduate student, and I hope to study in economics. My dad is also an economist, and so it was through his influence that I also inevitably had an interest in economics and finance. My experience in Tsinghua so far can be summarized as challenging. It's been a great challenge. I've been here for 4 months now, and every day is just, it has a challenge of its own. I have to learn in Chinese, not in English. So again, that even adds to the hardness of the challenge which I have to face. So I think I've had to really adapt to that. And a way that I found very helpful is I was able to make a lot of friends, and so those friends have been able to help me in class, with translating from Chinese into English, and also just trying to work hard and to study and to do homework all the time, has also helped me to kind of cope with life here in Tsinghua. Life here has been very life-changing, and it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I think life here in Tsinghua is very special, and it's just a very fast-paced life. Classes and homework to do, work to do all the time. I'm always, occupied with work to do, and I feel that it will really just shape me into um, a more hardworking man. Having stayed in China for a year plus now, the question I am often asked is, why China? Why did you choose to come to China? Well, I think that at this time, China is the place to be. Well, I think China is growing very fast, and China's economy is growing at a very fast pace. And so I just feel that being in China during this time is a great experience, and it is a great chance to learn a lot of things that in the future I'll be able to take back home, and I'll be able to use all that I've learned in China at home. Every day I'm always learning a new thing about Chinese people and about Chinese culture, about Chinese food, language, and it's a long journey, it's a journey of learning more each and every day. I just love life in China, and I hope to stay here for at least quite a long time.